So, welcome to the show. What would you like me to refer to you as? Lunar or your real name?
Just going Ben.
Ben? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So, today we are going to be talking about gaming. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, we're so professional at this.
Wait, are you actually recording?
Yeah, I'm actually recording.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I can edit it in post. The famous last words.
Yay.
Alright, what should we start off with? What's a good topic to start off with?
You said gaming.
Well, yes, we're doing gaming, but like, what sort of part of gaming? First-person shooters. Actually, you know what? Let's start with a simple question. What's your favorite game?
My favorite game.
Yeah, your favorite game.
That's tough because there's a lot of games right now. A lot of them are okay, some of them are mediocre, and a lot of them are just poo-poo.
What's
But
your
hard.
favorite though?
I-
I mean, I don't know what my favorite is. I
Yeah.
have to say like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've got a favorite game because there's really not many games I could like think of off my head. So that probably mean that's probably a good indicator that I don't really have a favorite game.
Well, what are your some of your favorites? So when we were looking in.
Some of my favorites.
Yeah, some of your favorites.
Okay, so a few examples I can give off. Can I talk about specifically?
Yeah, you can talk about any game specifically, and I'll get like editing and pop it up on the screen for everyone to see.
Okay, so under Roblox, I like to play Doomspire Brick Battle, Trainways. Obviously, that's my game.
Yeah, that's your game. We have a
Yeah.
special game developer here.
I also like to play Arsenal from time to time. I think it's kind of a fun. It's fun.
Is it an
It's a fun.
FPS?
It's an FPS, but it's more of an arcade-ish game. It's quick, fast-paced arcade game. Yeah, it's not supposed to have. It's not supposed to have. It's pretty. It doesn't have much logic to it, but that's the point because it's a quick arcade game. Yeah, unlike other FPS games like Phantom Forces, which I'm not that fond of. Which because it's kind of too. It's not my cup of tea. But
When I search up Arsenal, the first thing that comes up is the football club.
oh my gosh.
Do I have to search up Arsenal Roblox to find it?
I don't know. Well, I don't. What did it come up with Arsenal in London?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming So it is a shooter game.
Yes.
Ah, interesting. I don't know what my favorite games are. Most of my favorite games are on the Switch. Because,
Yeah.
the Switch has got a lot of good content. For instance, if we just, look at some of the base games, we got Kirby, we got Mario, we've also got Zelda. So,
Yep.
and yeah, they recently released a new game, which I'm actually very skeptical about. It's called Nintendo Switch Sports. Have you seen it?
Nintendo Switch Sports. I have not, but I can kind of imagine what it's like.
It's basically Wii Sports, but here I can show you a photo if you really want. Wait, I'll show you the screen.
I think I'm good. I think I can imagine what's like.
It's like they ruined Wii Sports. So if I search up Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch
I don't.
Sports,
I don't think I want to know about it because it's gonna ruin my childhood.
can I type?
Just because I'm so fond of Wii Sports on the obviously on the Wii.
So this is. Can you see this?
I'll just take a look. Wait, am I on
So
screen?
look, I'm streaming right now. On our right, we have got Nintendo Wii Sports
Yep.
with our perfect Mii's, and on
Yes.
our left, we have these abominations.
Well, okay. Well, I can. Is it okay if I
Yeah, just say.
contrary to whatever the word is? I'm sorry. I kind of like the character models, but because I guess what they're doing is So what's this? Okay, so Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the game in a different direction. So they're like, hey, we're trying to do something different than Wii Sports.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the character models in the new game. They look kind of nice.
More fluid than just like a ball with arms and just rolling
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah, I would not say that it's better than Wii Sports, and I'd also not say Wii Sports is better. They're both good in their own ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, but in my personal opinion, I kind of like it. I don't know about its gameplay though because I've never played it before. But
Oh well,
yeah,
so the game itself, it plays pretty well so far from what people have shown. It actually released yesterday.
mm-hmm.
So at the time of recording this, the game released on the 29th of April, which was yesterday. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the characters.
Oh,
I can understand a little why, because they're so nostalgic of the original Mii's. When
yeah,
when you get rid of the Mii's from the game essentially, and you just replace them with these characters, which they don't look bad, they just look a little bit like average and plain.
kind of sounds more like people can't handle change.
No, it does sound a bit like people can't really handle the change. I mean, I look at these characters and I think they're alright. They're not super special. They don't have much flair, but I mean, look, they're okay. They're okay. They add a little bit more depth to it. And maybe I should record a video in the future, like a gameplay video of me playing Nintendo Sports. Woo! Nintendo Switch Sports. Let's go. I'll get a gang of people in. Like I'll get you and maybe Connor and that in. We just do bowling for an hour. Content. Yay.
Yippee!
But yeah, no. Yeah, just thinking about what sort of games what games are you looking forward to in the future?
In the future,
Yeah, in the future. What games are you looking forward to? Any games that you're looking forward to getting your hands on?
I don't really know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Damn. Because, well, I can say from my experience that there is one game I am after.
Wait. Is it okay if I just interrupt the
Yeah.
podcast for a second? Are you recording Discord?
I am recording Discord.
Ah, snap.
What? Oh,
Um,
is it your profile picture?
yeah, it's. I don't really want to explain it, but yeah, I don't think it's appropriate for a public thing like that. So
What do you
I'm
mean
gonna
it's
need
not
to change it
appropriate?
just on the server.
What do you mean it's not appropriate? Who is she?
Okay. I'll just explain it later, but for now, I'll just change my profile picture to at least something else in this particular server when I'm filming.
Who is she?
You know, all right. Let me just find something.
So much for a gaming podcast. I'm assuming she's a Korean, because you're a K-pop stan in a sense now.
No, it's not. It's not. It's got nothing to do with Korea. I just need to find anything but that. Just 1 second, please.
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. Is that isn't? Is it? Is that her?
Who's her?
That. Is that?
That no.
Do you want me to? I can blur it out for you.
Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. I can use this. Oh my gosh! Why is my thing not loading? There we go. All right, there we go.
Back to the OG. The OG. No worry.
Okay.
I can blur it. You can
Just-
actually
just-
explain it to me. I can blur
Yeah,
it out.
just replace it. Okay. Wait, is that filming? Or are you gonna just cut out this bit?
No. What? No. I can. I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out.
One eternity later.
Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Back onto the topic of gaming.
Yes.
After that long conversation, any games you're looking forward to? Because that's where we left off.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't really know. There's like, I've kind of seen everything by now. There's like really not that many. Like, I'm not really big fan of racing or FPS or RPG fantasy.
You're gonna get slapped
really
in
don't
the
know.
comments section for not liking it.
I know, but
So
it's,
I'm here to talk about gaming. I don't like gaming.
yeah, that's the problem though. I've played way too much games.
Yeah, I can sympathize with you. Games no
Yeah,
longer are as
that's
interesting.
that's what happens when you play too much games. You get bored of everything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look,
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
one game I'm looking forward to, which is so it's already out on PlayStation and on the Switch. Sorry, it's already out on PlayStation, on Xbox and stuff like that, and PC and all of that. But it's coming to Switch, and when a game comes to Switch, I'm always just like, yes, I have the ability to play it
Yeah.
in my bed and I'll not have to get up.
Are you that lazy?
I am kind of that lazy. No, there's I hope that pipes don't make too much noise. Can you hear the pipes? Like, can you hear the pipes in my room?
Nah.
Nah. Okay, that's good. But yeah, so it's Demon Slayer Hinokami Kagura. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I probably pronounced that wrong. Hinokami Kagura.
Like, can you send it to me? I might take a look at it.
Yeah. So look. So let me just pull up the game. And I'm just gonna go Switch. So what the game is basically is the story of Demon Slayer, but instead we've got like this is like the poster thing for the game. This is the game. It doesn't look like anything really incredible or amazing. I mean, it kind of does, but it's essentially just the Demon Slayer story as a video game.
Okay, so Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Kimetsu no Yaiba, yeah. How did you pronounce? Did you read that, or did you just know that it was Kimetsu no Yaiba?
No, I was reading the thing on the left.
Oh, this little thing down here.
I can't read hiragana.
Yeah, I can't really read hiragana either. Hopefully, I don't get like a copyright strike for showing this in the video.
I mean, it's just a thumbnail, so.
Oh
yeah.
crap! There's my YouTube. No.
YouTube. Oh, you watch Nailred as well?
What was that?
You watch Nailred as well?
Nailred. No, Nailred. Yeah, Nailred. Yeah, I watch Nailred.
Yeah, I watch him as well. He's funny.
He's got some good chemistry like videos and stuff.
He is, yeah.
How did we drift off the topic to chemistry?
Because at least that's something interesting, but yeah, it's not what we're looking for in this podcast.
No, I mean, this could be a podcast of just random smack. I mean, we doesn't have to. I mean, we probably should follow the story, the idea of gaming, loosely.
Yeah, I can't really. The only things I can talk about are like stories from gaming.
I mean, well, we need to have. Maybe we need to re-record this later, like tomorrow or something.
It just reminded me of one particular game on Roblox called Jailbreak.
Oh, my brother plays that all the time.
Oh wait, all the time, like even now?
I mean, I've seen it. He used to play it all the time. It looked a bit messed up. I swear. Yeah,
it's got a lot going on to it. So it's one of those cops and robbers games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for what happened in my personal experience, it was very messed up.
Oh wow.
Because I was doing the rare thing by playing as on the cop team. I was with a few of my friends.
Yep.
And we were literally being the equivalent of some armed guards at some, I don't know, labor camp.
What?
Because we were taking the jobs way too seriously. We were like guarding the prison. Yeah, and we were like just basically attack any criminals or any inmates escaping. Because what you're normally supposed to do is you'd go to them with the taser and you'd arrest them.
Yeah.
What we were doing instead, we would every time we'd see them, we would open automatic fire on them, like with live ammunition.
What?
Yeah, and then it would basically cause them to collapse, obviously, because they lose so much health. And then we tase them, and then we arrest them. But sometimes it doesn't stop there. Sometimes we let off the trigger too late, and then by the time we got to them, they were dead.
You know what? I really like games that give the players the ability to just mess around and do whatever.
Oh yeah, because in Jailbreak you can certainly mess around as well, because the game is it's got a lot of problems with it, like bugs and glitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the funniest glitches that was, it's not in the game anymore. It was because it's a long time ago. But there was a glitch that allowed you to hop on the motorcycle, like the dirt bike, in a really funny way. Basically, with this glitch, your character will be hanging under the motorcycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then your foot was on the booster, and you could still ride around on the motorbike. And when someone was sitting on the passenger seat, it looked like they were driving, but they were like so far from the steering thing, whatever it's called. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then and it looked so funny whenever someone would come up with there. And then there was also another glitch that was from the game a while ago, where there's a special avatar thing, body part. Oh, that sounds so wrong. Body parts. Because it literally makes Roblox sound like some black market thing.
You can sell their kidneys online. Lego bricks.
Yeah, what happened was if you use a special torso and you crouched, you can use that to go really, really fast. There's some glitch.
Mm-hmm.
You can glitch the game and move extremely fast. It's been patched now, obviously, but like, yeah.
Speaking of glitches, do you remember the game Battlefront 2?
I think I've heard of it.
So, when I first got YouTube, I decided to record a video on Battlefront 2 for whatever reason. I was just like, hey, I want to be a review channel, whatever. This is my old channel on YouTube, by the way. You know, the one that's with the weird anime profile. Just like this one with the weird anime profile. But essentially, when I was recording it, I was talking about how the game doesn't have many glitches in it, and they've patched all the glitches. And
Yep.
Just in that moment, I used a jetpack, I flew up, and I got stuck in a tree, and I couldn't leave the tree, and then I couldn't get out, and I was shooting the ground and stuff, and I was like, I can't escape, and I was like, I can't just die, that doesn't make good gameplay, so I was stuck there, waiting, and waiting. I recorded this lasted for about like 20 minutes of me being stuck. I went and I got something, and the game was still running. It was towards the end. It was like time's running out, and then some of the enemies were just walking past me because they didn't see that I was stuck in the tree. So I started shooting them, and I was like, "Wow, this is actually a really good strategy. Just get stuck in a tree and shoot everyone down." Because everyone's like, "Where are the bullets coming from?" And I'm just above, just going pew pew pew. Easy. Like I got like second in the match because all I did was I just shot straight down, and they would always just be like, "Where is he? I can't find him."
My God.
And then eventually someone did think to look up, and they shot me, and there was nothing I could do because I couldn't move. I could roll, but I would just roll into the same spot and glitch through, and I would be like, yeah. The game was kind of scuffed. I mean,
Yeah.
I was in the video I created, I was saying, this is such a good game, no issues whatsoever, but yeah, it had a lot of issues.
Yeah. Also, going back on the topic of scuffed games, imagine if Roblox had voice chat to the public, because currently they do have voice chat, but it's only limited to a certain amount of people. Yeah, the way you get the voice chat feature is really scuffed.
Really? There's a voice chat feature? I
Yeah,
thought there was only the
the way
text
you,
chat.
but the way you do it is like this. The way you get it is you go to the settings and you actually provide to Roblox. I don't know, it's not to Roblox, but to like a third party or something for them to verify it. And so Roblox the idea is I just got too ahead. But you have to give the third party an actual ID of yourself to prove your age.
Oh, okay. It's a bit strange.
Yeah. Huh?
Is that to prevent, like, adults speaking to little kids?
No, it's to prevent under 13s from using the feature.
Oh, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. But, yeah, just the thought of that is kind of...
Disturbing?
Disturbing, because Roblox does not have a great history when it comes to security things. Most notably, a while ago, a moderator in India, because they do hire a lot of moderators within the overseas, most notably India.
Really? Okay, yeah.
Because obviously it's far cheaper to hire moderators there.
Yeah, of course. I
mean, and as a result of the huge cost saving measure, these moderators get extremely underpaid, and as a result of that, a hacker bribed the moderator $500.
Oh wow. For
Yeah,
what?
and as a result, the moderator literally gave him access to the administrator panel on Roblox. Yeah, as a
Okay.
return of the bribe.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you're like paid like let's say imagine like probably like $2 a day,
Yeah. And
you
someone
would
pays
obviously take a
500.
bribe like that because
Yeah, that makes sense. If someone's offering
Yeah.
$500, you're just gonna be like, well.
yeah. And nothing's really going to stop you either, because do you think Roblox is going to send over their supervisors to India? No, why would Roblox do that? Because Roblox doesn't care.
Roblox really doesn't care. Like, okay, so yesterday I had to write an essay. Yes, I was writing an essay for uni. And I did my essay on video games. And one of
Yes.
the video games I included in my essay was Roblox. Originally, when I had to cut a bunch of it because there's so much stuff that the company, Roblox company, which is actually owned by Microsoft, they bought Roblox. It's like really like just, they profit off of child labor in a sense, because they get children to design the game. I don't know if you agree with this. A lot of people are like,
well, I guess it's half true, because there are a lot of minors that are developers on Roblox,
and then they use those to make
and
money.
they do take away a fair amount of the revenue from these developers. So yeah, in a sense, yeah, you're right.
Well, you're a Roblox developer, so
yeah. But the reason why I'm not affected is because I'm not because the way you get revenue from Roblox is through a feature called DevX, which is short for Developer Exchange. When you get a certain amount of Robux, which is the virtual currency, you can cash it out for real money.
Oh.
Yeah. And you do it through a PayPal account. But however, the way it's done is really unfair, because Roblox takes away a fair amount of your income for themselves.
Yep. How much is it? Do you know as a percentage?
I'm not too sure. I think it varies, like depending on.
I feel like it would be close to like 60%.
Maybe. Because I do remember my friend Brad, when he wanted to try out the DevX feature, he said it wasn't worth it just because of how much he was getting deducted from it.
Yeah. So does that mean you get direct transactions instead?
What do you mean?
Like, so the amount of like the Roblox you earn, Robux.
Yeah, Robux
the
you earn.
Robux you earn from the game. Is that directly, like, is there a direct transaction between you and the consumer, or is it just the third party of the parent company?
It's Roblox. They process your Robux and convert it to real money, and they send it to your PayPal account.
Interesting. I don't know. It's just a bit interesting.
No, it's not. It's not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they make much. You have to do a lot of work, and you probably make next to nothing. Like for maybe an hour of work on Roblox, you probably would make, I don't even know, like $1 at most. But then you've got those creators that have just like super lucky and have created one game which has been super successful, like this. For instance,
you can certainly do that, but you have to be incredibly lucky. There's only probably the amount of people who are actually able to support themselves financially off of Roblox alone is like probably 2% of the developers on Roblox.
2%, that's really quite high. I would have thought it would have been lower than that.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people who do get some revenue off of Roblox, but they just do it as as a side thing, and they focus primarily off of something else for their financial income.
Okay.
But an example of someone who is able to support themselves financially off of Roblox is a developer called Bad CC. His real name is Alex Badfans. He's the programmer for Jailbreak.
And what about there's only one developer I know from Roblox, which was Stickmaster Luke.
I remember him.
The guy.
He's the creator of Natural Disaster Survival.
Yeah, that one. That was a very, very successful mini game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he was anyway.
Yeah. So with Bad CC, the amount of income he got, he was able to pay for his university tuitions.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, I need to
Yeah.
start making Roblox worlds.
Yeah, and also I think he also contributed at some point to Tesla for the autopilot.
Contributed to Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla.
Like the car company Tesla?
Yeah,
Okay, wow. So
Yeah.
he must have been quite a smart man.
he is. He's a very high level programmer.
Interesting. And I'm assuming he did like the Roblox as like a side hobby alongside uni. I don't know.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, but yeah, obviously now it's only a side thing because obviously he does need to focus on his university.
Yeah. I mean, I probably should be focusing on my uni instead of doing a podcast, but you know what? Screw. Nah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? The podcast is actually going to be really helpful for me because next year I have to do a podcast as part of uni,
Yep.
so I can just make this podcast my podcast for next year for my
Oh,
degree.
gee.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. I wrote an essay last night on video games. So.
Yep.
I did research. So this is what I wrote in my academic essay. This is an essay that was written for uni academically. These are the games I discussed in the essay. Rocket League,
Yep.
Rainbow Six Siege, Pokemon, so the Pokemon series, Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox.
All right.
So I had 6 games that I gave examples of. 2 for each paragraph. I said... So this is the examples I use because I had to talk about how critical web literacy affects like video games and stuff. So critical web literacy just being like your ability to understand and use the web, and it comes in like factors of like communication and reading, writing, problem solving. It's basically just a bunch of skills. So what I talked about for Rocket League and Rainbow was the fact of communication. So for Rocket League, you know the toxic chat in the top right-hand corner.
Yep.
So I talked about that. And for Rainbow Six Siege, I talked about the voice chat, the toxic voice chat, that you can't disable. It's on by default, and you can't disable voice chat on Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, you can lower the volume down to 0. You cannot disable the voice chat in Rainbow. You have to have voice chat on. You can lower the volume of other players to 0, but they can still hear you unless you take out all your microphones.
Yeah.
And then
That's pretty scuffed.
that is pretty scuffed, isn't it? For like such a big game, there's no voice chat off feature. Then I talked about how, because I obviously had Pokemon and Fortnite, 2 big games. The Pokemon series being the most successful game series in the world, the most like amount of money it owns. Game Freak is ridiculously wealthy. But anyway, I spoke about semiotic systems, which is basically just like sign systems, and I spoke about how semiotic systems, so recurring patterns, help develop literacy skills. For Pokemon, you have to understand typing, and you have to use that as a strategy to win against your opponents. And for Fortnite, you have to understand weapon classes and like rarities in order to better win the game. Does that make sense? I think like it's a pretty basic concept in
Yeah.
And then for my final paragraph, I spoke about see if I can remember. What were the other 2 games? Minecraft and Roblox. So I spoke about how sandbox-style games help develop skills in coding. Minecraft through command blocks and Roblox through game development.
Yeah, which is in Roblox world, it's called scripting.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well, I said coding.
I probably should
and
have
game
pointed it out. Sorry.
I said coding and game development, but yeah, that was what my essay was on, and then I just summarized it. But yeah, I hope it goes okay. I don't know. When I submitted it, you want to know what my Urkund score was, which is our plagiarism score? 2%. Hell yeah, that's so good.
That's not bad.
So yeah, the higher the percentage, the more you've plagiarized. So
Yeah. No.
more of this tomorrow, and then edit it and publish it.
I don't know if I'm free tomorrow though. Unfortunately.
I can probably make do with what we've got to make like a 20-minute episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon I can edit it so that it makes sense. I can try. Anyway, do you want to do a send-off thing or a goodbye?
Yeah, I guess so. So sorry for the wonky outro, but I'm just really, really tired right now. But yeah, thanks for having me on the show, and I'd love to come back for another time. So yep, thank you to you all, and thank you, Jack.
Yep. And well,
Yep.
thank you for being a part of the show
Yep, my
and for
pleasure.
giving your insights into gaming and your development team on Trainways.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you later.
Thank you. See you. Good night.
Good night.